motherfucking poetry slam from San Diego because she just became a student at UC Berkeley.
Go Bears!
She showed up to this motherfucker getting perfect tans in the slam. She made Team Oakland last year to go and represent Team Oakland in Denver at the National Poetry Slam.
Yes!
She shut that shit down. Since she has still been a motherfucking activist, first a woman, and then an activist, a student, a teacher, a poet, an artist. And I'm bringing her ass back to the stage right now for her very first feature.
Yeah!
Right here at her home slam. I want y'all to give it up for Team Oakland's. Y'all voted her for Team Oakland. Give it up for Camila!
You don't even talk like that. How black boys find peace. There will be a war one day for a piece of love. For a piece of love. There will be a war one day for a piece of love. I see a little boy cutting out words from a magazine on some real shit. I see a little boy cutting out words from a magazine on some real shit. One cannot ignore an indoor sun, right? One cannot ignore an indoor sun. You can call him the moon. Ain't it funny the way we take up space? Ain't it funny the way we take up space? Ain't it funny the way we take up space? Let's go. How black boys find peace. There will be a war one day for a piece of love. I said a piece of love. There will be a war one day for a piece of love. Who wrote that shit? Y'all wrote that shit. I just took lines from everybody. Y'all wrote that shit. So clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Yeah. All right. Well, we living in some times, right? Yeah. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to have everybody do a big inhale with me. And then on the exhale, we're going to say, que la chingada. Okay? It means what the fuck in Spanish, or how fucked, or however you, whatever you prefer, what your soul wants, okay? All right, so ready? So we're gonna inhale like a fat hit, motherfucker. Inhale. Exhale. Que la chingada. There we go. Que la chingada way, man. Youth give us hope though, right? There's a lot going on right now. The youth give us hope. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all the option. Are we going to go with heavy first or heavier first? Heavier! Heavier? Okay, heavier. Chop him in the throat? I'm wearing a choker and shit. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to need you to do a heartbeat sound. There we go. Now faster. Faster. ¿Cómo estás? Levántate, loca. I know the blanket here tuck us in themselves. I told you to use your blinker. Answer me this. Does windshield taste good? Tubes up your nose. You always wanted to be Ivy League alumni. With all this saline in the way you were driving home, Lord knows this is the closest you'll get. Are you afraid of another 9 to 5? Child, have you had enough? That was me breathing against your iodine shoulder, love. You sat up inside yourself in hot sweat, hoping you seen that bright white mala. You like getting laid by time, don't you? Miedosa, martyr of mundane, you crazy. You really think you got it that bad? I felt your left leg twitch when you heard the nurse say she might live. And you were so irritated, you laid there playing dead, holding your breath, playing hide and seek with spirit. Pretending not to hear the hoofs and the puffs of the machines, pretending you are gone already, child. You never liked explaining shit. It would be easier to go out like this, wouldn't it? Hearing all the best things in the world being said about you by people you don't even like. Sincerely, suicide.
Snap, snap.
Yeah, now we're gonna get a drum roll. We're gonna get a drum roll. All right. And I bet you didn't know this, but hate is actually love's little sister. Love gave little sister hate her name as an instruction of what to do with her pain. But the day after God gave Adam and Eve their eviction notice, Satan sweet-talked me breathless 'neath the naked trees of Eden. Baptized her in gasoline and glitter, in bile and capitalist white patriarchy. Mira, that's how I stay slick and sparkly, hermana. I see you strutting. Streets sweeping up bad memories. Little lady, loca, lonely. You be less hoe and more holy. Chale, you be Mary and I be more Magdalene. I stay frontin', fuck love. Ain't never gonna be sad again. Pero don't you remember when I baptized you beautiful? Back home, bad thoughts, not some petroleum from your wet wings, sweet child. A ver, let me comb out bad dreams from your hair, baby sister. The monster wasn't the creature under my bed, bitch. It was the conquistador that fucked me in it. So I swallow hollow tip and kick my bucket. Dito Guadalupe Hidalgo and spit up, fuck it. My stripper name be Nina Pinta, sometimes Santa Maria Hermana. Por favor, escúchame. ¿Y qué dirás, love? More fucking poetry. I stand long-legged in 6-inch heel on the corner of Wall Street in pretty push-up bra, all twacked out and lit up like a burning cross, pues. Make peace with your pieces, hermana, peace, chale. I put peace down, peace sign down, swollen throat, become thigh gap and collarbone. Hermana, you are not a sample size, porque you are not meant to be sampled. You be double X chromosome, not 00, chale. I be triple X chromosome.
Watch out. Let's go.
Be a good girl for Bobby. Don't tell anybody. Tell him thank you for showing you what love ain't, hermana. Dile gracias, good motherfucking fella. And return the straitjacket his sad little boy ass threw over your little girl's shoulders. Mija, you be woman waiting to wail, to whisper what happened to you in this big little crazy mundo, mija. You be woman waiting, déjame puta preciosa. I hate you, I love you, hermana. Love gave little sister hate her name as an instruction of what to do with her pain. Love said hate, H-A-T-E. Love said heal her and tell everything. Heal her and tell everything. To make a chapbook. Print a hold the fuck up. I'm building up to that. Print a chapbook, they said. People will buy it, they said.
I'll buy it.
These motherfuckers cost me $11 each, so I am selling them for $15 because I am broke as shit. But I have a sliding scale from 11 to 15. So if you want to have it and I just make back what I paid, that's fine. It's right here. It's a big one. It's called Loca. Y'all don't know what the fuck I went through at Copy Central to get this shit. Okay? I'm serious. So it's $15. Okay? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna read a little something from it, a new one. How many of y'all in here have been in, well, no, we've all been in the public education system, unfortunately. But how many of y'all have, are going to school right now? Yeah?
Go Bears!
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I got actually, speaking of the Bears, the fucking Bears. In the wise words of the philosopher Carter B, I got something for the fucking Bears. Okay? All right. Okay, I don't got this one memorized yet. This is some new shit. New shit. This one's called Degrees of Freedom. You can find it in the chapbook. Part 1. 30 pages, double space. Cite your sources, list your references. What is your field? Pick your field. Nana be bent over silhouette in Arizona field picking cotton. On land they say is not ours. We do not know the names of the tribes that gave us these cheekbones and brown eyes with heavy lids. We do not know what fields our people are buried beneath. Brown and black girls be brown paper bags, be breaking open at bottom. Hey, what is your degree of freedom? Smile for brochure, for pamphlet, for university website. What is your level of significance, pet? How will your research contribute to your field? Wear smaller hoops, use bigger words, take up less space, be more concise, less flowery. Speak this language of 1,000 multisyllabic ways to say, I belong here. Work your field, but remember who an expert on it, darling. You and no one with your last name is in the back of the book. You should already know this. Your people should be used to this. And while gringos in suits speak about you, escucha. Hold your dry, rolled tongue like a diploma. You were born over the word count, and you should already know this. Part 2. One day, we will burn the fields we picked, and we will dig beneath them to compare the bones to ours, and we will read and write in the languages and slang you Indian burned out of our swollen tongues, bitch. And we will speak to you in them, and you and your children will learn them. How much time I got?
10 minutes.
The fuck? Okay, now. Okay. So we got this. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna do a fucking happy one because I always do fucking sad and intense ones. So I'm gonna do something fucking happy right now.
Yeah!
I appreciate that. Three in the morning, and Mijito's trying to look all hard, and he keeps pulling up his pants, and the acetone ghost he exhales has missed a few spots on the left side of his rib cage, and damn, I can still see evidence of him in there. Child laughing all over the bone. He got stardust underneath his dirty fingernails and some beautiful word written on the insides of his goblin cheeks. Child, let love come in, tick. Let love come in, tick. Let love come in, tick. Yes, you are tired, tick. No, you are not a fuck up. Ese, don't you remember? When we stumbled in on freedom, out of breath, in bed with the big boys in that one motel room. Let love come in, we told freedom. Let love come in. We always knew that white America cooks democracy and cuts it with rat poison. Pick up yourself, child. Put down that pipe, that gat, that piece, that cuete, that front, and let love come in. Tick, let love come in. They've been pushing us a long ass time. Your eyes are so tired and hungry, but it is time for you to let your young self come back in. Back to sassy. That felt weird. I'm going back to sassy and bitchy. All right. Ladies, how many of y'all have met someone who's conscious as fuck, but then they turn out to be a fuckboy? Right? Right? Ain't that some shit? It's some shit. Okay, so this poem is about that. And it's called, I don't know if y'all have heard of aspartame. You know what that shit is? Yeah, this poem is called Aspartame, you know, because it's fake sweet, you know.
Ooh, deep. Snap. I'm about to this gotta go on both.
Mr. Conscious Brother. Mr. Conscious Brother. I want my shirt back. You know, the pinchy cut off maggot brain tea and the Susie and the Banshees want too. So, Wapo, why didn't you tell me that you like taking souvenirs more than staying someplace? That my lovesick was a keychain, a mug with your name on it, a mugshot, a magnet. I should have known that you had bad credit. That you took out loans on ladies. You pushed me good, gave me a good hustle, made me mess with a mind in love with you. I bet you play her the same shit. I bet you tell her it's the chemicals. I bet you push her and tell her that falling is flying. I bet you bump Dilla at 3 in the morning and tell her you got so far to go. I bet you tell her that it came out of nowhere, that she wanted it. Hey, this poem is to all the fucked up cats that ever made us feel worthless. To all the big kids that ever made us cough up lovesick stanzas on purpose. To all the dead beats pretending they was conscious that parked inside us with no permit. Fuck you too. I miss you. I miss you. I mistook you for love. Sometimes I miss being mistaken. Sometimes I miss being taken by you. Mr. Street Creature, Mr. 6 foot something, Mr. Aspartame, Mr. Mixed himself in my drink, Mr. Won't give me back my fucking cut off tees. Shout out to the ladies. Make sure your stars look both ways before crossing his street. Y'all amazing. Y'all are amazing.
Actually, I know what she's talking about.
Okay. All right.
But I act like that.
There is, but that one's more vulnerable, so I'll come back to you on that. Okay, now we're gonna get militant back up in this motherfucker.
I want the flower to be bigger.
little loca at school said something about how they don't want any more of us Mexican babies. She said they tied a big bow in your choo-choo. Mama, what's forced sterilization? Mama, Carlos said our water tastes like it could catch fire. He shook his cup and swears he saw chips of flint. Mama, why is lead spelled the same as lead, and who is leading us, and where exactly are they leading us to? Mama, some big man came from some big city. Said something about a big pipeline, said something about private property, said it was his, not mine. Whatever he did, it messed up my braids. Couldn't walk real good afterwards. Mama, what's eminent domain? Mama, Carlos called from the inside. Carlos called from the inside. He said he and all the boys on strike said something about Nicaragua, about La Contra, about the war on drugs. Said he ain't sewing American flags for 10 cents an hour no more. Said he ain't no Betsy Ross. Said he more Rick than Betsy. Said they set us up, that they pinned us Mexicans against blacks against poor gringuitos. Said the 13th Amendment got 2 loopholes called handcuffs. Said Jesus already came back, but big boys deported him. Mama, can you call God from the inside? Does God return voicemails? Will God know what number to call to get a hold of Carlos? Carlos said, stop waiting, stop watching the television, stop drinking the water. I asked him when he's coming back, but there was this big click and a buzzing noise. Mama, when will big men from big cities stop building walls and bombs and prisons and pipelines? When will Carlos come back? When will the water be safe to drink, Mama? Does it clean itself, or does it have to catch fire first? I'm gonna do one more.
Yes.
One more. I know we got a lot of shit going on with sexual harassment and all that going on, and I just want to make it clear that the Me Too movement was started by a black woman, and I want to respect that in this space. And remember that when I go into this poem. I also want to give, as if my whole set didn't have a trigger warning, trigger warning. To the boy, that man. No, I don't know if I want to report him. Him, no, I cannot tell you his name. Don't make a sound. Him, boy down the street, sneaky feet. Quiet man on the sidewalk, on the television, upstairs, in uniform, in vitro, in business suit, in politic, in between legs, jobs, parking spots. Him. It makes so much sense, right? The little boys behind fences, the old men in beds, in cubicles and brothels, in strip clubs and big boy offices like, hey, baby. Hey, mommy. Hey, fuck you, bitch. You don't know me. You don't fucking know me. The fuck happened to him? Why did the woman body give us to this mad old world? He spreads the legs of Yemen. He spreads the legs of Gaza, of passed out little girls. He would build sandcastles out of broken bodies shaped like hourglasses, always trying to find a way back in time. He would think my face a pretty little punchline. quiet, baby. Bitch. Baby. Don't make a sound. Why am I here? Why am I trying to report him? Why did the one body let us grow old? Why? Why is this bitch even trying? Why do women even make a sound? Boy down the street, sneaky feet, quiet man on the sidewalk, on the television, upstairs in uniform, in vitro, in business suit, in audience. And no, officer. No, I cannot tell you his name. And no, I cannot tell you why.